wind falling from the open wound in the sky. These days are like a wind falling from the open wound in the sky. But I have bended my knee against that blow, and in doing so I have stretched out farther than the farthest star. I have wished myself into the smallness of a raindrop, and so have I become the size of the sea. I have humbled myself to the beginnings of the seed, and thus have I become a tree. And where were you when the first blades of grass pushed themselves upwards from this earth's skin? You were in the world, and you were of the world, and you were the world, and yet you knew it not. As a fish is in the sea, and of the sea, and a fish is the sea, and yet knows it not. You have not been born, you do not live, and so you won't die. This is the promise. Good poems arrive at exactly the same rate babies survive airplane crashes. If you set something free and it comes back, it's probably cursed. I met a guy and he said he was a shark trainer. And I said, really, what do you train them to do? And he said, swim around and eat stuff. I said, you're doing a great job. Horrible gifts for mer people. Pocket watches, Foot Locker gift cards, boxes of cigars, sea salt of the month club subscriptions, paperweights. You know how you can put Dark Side of the Moon on at the same time as you start The Wizard of Oz? Well, I found that if you start the movie Fantasia and drop a needle on the album Fantasia, they sync up. John Cage said Beethoven didn't know anything about silence. And Beethoven said, huh? So if these poems that I'm going to do had a beginning, a middle, or an end, it would exhibit that I had a sense of self, or that they had a sense of myself, and thus they would separate them from life. And how can I honor my art if it's separate from life, notions, and of aesthetic? So someday, they'll be able to keep minds alive in virtual reality or in virtual space, a digitized version of you. So instead of Googling what information about Woody Allen, somebody like that, you'll be able to Google, their mind. You'll be able to query the actual mind, and you'll know what If only we had Hawthorne's brain, or bright child, where are you glowing, radiating your eternal primal essence? You got me, bright child, you got me from the first time I saw you crawl across the open floor, from that first time I saw you walk upon fire, Bright child, holy child, child of all my hope and reverence. I saw her coming down 4th Street again today. Today would not be like any other day. No, today I'm going to try to follow that girl, see where she goes to get that glowing, that eternal, that primal essence. Follow me if you can. She knows I've got a little leather left upon the soles of my shoes, and so I do follow her down in my flat-footed gait to that place where she waits upon that glowing, eternal, primal essence. A smiling Japanese tea garden, even this, the moon garden of the sun. She, like no other, knows others, but none as clear, as bright, and as pure as her in both night and day. Take some tea, says the man in the corner behind me. I did not know that the corner was there. I did not know that the man was there. He smiles and I bow. I'll take anything, anything that you've got. And then I'll light a candle because the candle is there, and because the matches are there, and because like that bow, this is all happening right now. And the bright child girl, where is she? There, upon the low stone wall with cherry blossom hanging across her face like a veil. It is her wedding day. It's heavy metal poet tonight, brother. Let me get a little old AC/DC. Are you ready? New antlers. That's what this is. New antlers. In the middle, he can see both banks and an afternoon moon. Now the moon is the face of an elk. Now the moon is a clam. A great swarm of insects sweep across it. The tribe, the extended family that produced the individual who first fashioned a bowl from something other than a tortoise shell, a crab shell, or half a nut shell, made sounds about the moon. Sounds the tribe understood. The moon was a bowl, and that each day a magnificent, unknowable animal, probably a moose, would come and drink from it. And when all the water was gone, it would begin to fill again. For the first family, the first tribe, this was the resurrection story. This was the promise of renewal. It was buds of new antlers, that's what it was. So it was buds of new antlers, brother! It was the buds of new antlers, the mighty horn came forth from his head. That part, not this little bit. That's a good one. That's a good one. There's some shitty ones over there. The stack all the good ones on top. Brother, I couldn't bring the shitty poetry. I had to hire 20 vans. Really good. Okay. Fried chicken vacation. Going down to Kentucky, Kentucky, Kentucky. The Indians called it Kentucky, but now it's home to me. I've been up in New York City, New York City, New York City. Another place we got from the Indians. Oh, what a pity. Ain't they pretty, Manhattan for beads and baubles. Oh, but now I'm going home where the chickens roam in the house and yard and Daddy hunts coons in the woods, squirrels and rabbits too. Oh, sweet home Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky. Back to the house where I was born in the snowy woods of Kentucky. Going down to get up with the rooster. Going to chop the head off the hen. Dinner's going to be fried chicken. Oh, sweet home Kentucky. Mama and Daddy love it. Sweet home Kentucky. Fire in the hole, fire in the hole. Cut my hair with clippers round a mixing bowl. Down here in Kentucky. Killed 2 rabbits, put hers on the table, turned my back, and that dog was able to steal that dinner. Now that's the Hound of Kentucky. Got way more beer and ammunition than we got good sense. Gonna grab my gun, gonna grab my ammo, put on my camo. There's something over yonder. Oh, please, can I blast it? Daniel, boom, went over the mountain. What did he see? Saw the land of Kentucky spread out there before him. Talked with the Indians, fought with the Indians, learned from the Indians in the land of Kentucky. That's where fried chicken grows on trees. Quail by the puppy fly into your oven. Hunting beast is best in Kentucky. Bring your skinning knife with you when you come to Kentucky. Once upon a time, somebody got scalped, but that ain't no reason to pout. Now it's modern times, it's brand new times, it's modern times, it's surgeries and honeybees, it's shopping malls and hydroponic weed. We got fishings in streams or on TV. It's factory farms and big business doing harm to the groundwater of Kentucky. White man came and pretty soon dug out the grass and trees with a silver spoon. We got a flag and a statehood too. Almost all our trees are made of wood. Boys and girls bounce basketballs and they go to college. They go to college. They go to high school. They go to middle school. They go to elementary school. They go to heaven.